Good morning, Terabytes. This is your newscast for Thursday, April 7th, 2022. My name is Maddie, and this is NewsBYTES.
Welcome to NewsBYTES Middle School Edition. My name is Maya. Let's start off our broadcast this week with our weekly message.
Hey Terabytes, it's Rory again with another biking club announcement. New Code Academy's biking club starts today. New Code Academy students, staff, and families are all welcome to participate. Today we are biking at Smith Park. It is an easy loop that we bike several times. This is a nice way to ease into biking after the long Minnesota winter. We will probably bike for about 30 minutes. If you are interested, scan the QR code for more details. If you already listened to my weather report, you know that the weather might not cooperate with us this afternoon. The document from the QR code will be updated by 4 p.m. if we have to cancel due to weather. Or you can always Google Chat me to see if it is still on. We hope to see you today. Hey Rory, now that spring break is over, is the weather going to stop looking like winter and finally show signs of spring?
Maddie, why did you have to mention that spring break is over? Oh well, hit us with some weather, Rory.
Hey Terabytes, it's Rory back with this week's weather. Today's date is Thursday, April 7th. The high will be 38 and the low will be 33. The rest of this week will be in the 40s and 50s. Next week, the temperatures will also be in the 40s and 50s. Monday will be your high next week, with temperatures possibly reaching the 60s. The forecast has a lot of rain in it this week. Like the old saying says, April showers bring May flowers. With all this rain, there is a pretty good chance to get good May flowers. That's all for this week's weather. Bye! Thank you, Rory. It sure has been a crazy season. Hopefully the weather forecast will settle down soon.
Let's go to Mr. Cannon to see what strange news stories are happening this week.
Our first story today comes from Dania Beach, Florida. It's a little bit of a soap opera about some monkeys. Well, these monkeys are descendants of a group of monkeys that escaped in the 1940s after being brought to Florida from West Africa. And they just kind of escaped from their facility and now are living wild near Fort Lauderdale Airport. Well, in this week's installment of our soap opera, Mikey, the leader of the monkey group, had a little run-in with a feisty younger one called Spike. Well, Spike kind of took over Mikey's position as the leader of the group when he scared Mikey away, when Mikey ran away screaming. So I wonder what's going to happen next time. Is Mikey going to come back and take over for the group? Or is Spike going to be the new lead monkey? I guess you'll have to tune in later to find out. Our second story today comes from us from, well, sort of, Wichita, Kansas, but now Texas. Why is it from two locations? Well, it's because this flamingo and his friend started in Wichita, Kansas, and ended up off the coast of Texas. Well, and let me kind of go more into that. So, on a stormy night in June of 2005, there was a big storm, and these two flamingos escaped the Sedgwick County Zoo in Wichita. Now, they haven't been seen for many years. So 17 years later, they show up off the coast in a wildlife preserve in Texas. So somehow they managed to get themselves from Wichita to Texas. Not sure how they did it, but I'm glad they had a great trip, and I'm glad they found a great place to hang out. Well, that's it for our Weird World News today, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Mr. Cannon. Monkeys near the airports and runaway flamingos? What will happen in our weird world next?
I'm not sure, Maddie, but let's see if Duncan has some more serious stories for us.
Hi Terabytes, I hope you had a great spring break. Welcome back to World News. On Tuesday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated to the United Nations Security Council that accountability must be inevitable for Russia as he accused the Russian army of committing what he called the most terrible war crimes since World War II. Zelensky showed images of bloodied and mutilated bodies in areas of Ukraine where the country has accused Russian troops of killing hundreds of civilians. Russia's UN ambassador Vasily Nebenzia dismissed the accusations as lies and claimed that not a single civilian suffered from any kind of violence. Zelensky questioned the value of the Security Council, which had been unable to do anything about the invasion because of Russia's veto power, and urged reform of the system. Also on Tuesday, U.S. President Joe Biden tasked the U.S. Health Department with formulating a plan to deal with the health crisis of long COVID, a complex, multi-symptom, and debilitating condition. Long COVID occurs months after a COVID-19 infection and has affected 2.3% of the overall population of the U.S., while costing an estimated $386 billion in lost wages, savings, and medical bills. More than 200 symptoms, including pain, fatigue, and breathing difficulty, have been associated with the condition. The developed plan will expand research, care, and disability services for those suffering from long COVID, and Biden stated that the plan will be released within 120 days. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is no longer warning against traveling to Canada due to coronavirus, with the agency saying the level of COVID-19 in the country is high rather than very high. That places Canada at level 3 of a warning system that goes from 1 to 4, and several other countries, including Argentina, Belize, and Panama, were also dropped to a level 3 on Monday. No countries were added to the level 4 category, which includes the United Kingdom, France, and Spain. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you, Duncan. We are always so curious. Such a nice chat from Mr. Cannon.
Maddie, stop picking on Mr. Cannon. We appreciate all the talents people bring to New Code Academy, even if Mr. Cannon's talents is a little more unique. Well, on to Sports Bites, Caleb. How did March Madness turn out?
Hey, sports fans! Caleb here with the newest edition of Sports Bites! The Minnesota Wild are still going strong with a record of 43-21-5. They are in second place when it comes to the Central Division standings. They are playing the St. Louis Blues tomorrow at 7 p.m. This is the second game of 3. The third game can be watched on April 16th. Next, we are going to the NASCAR racetrack. Denny Hamlin won the last race at Richmond Raceway. Ryan Blaney is now in the lead in points for the Cup after the last race. They are racing next on Martinsville Speedway. Minnesota Twins fans will have to wait another day for the home opener. The Minnesota Twins had to postpone the game that they were supposed to play today due to wintry weather forecasted. The 4-game series starts tomorrow against the Seattle Mariners. The first game will start at 3:10 p.m. The winner of the 2022 Men's March Madness is Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas won with a score of 72-69 in a back-and-forth game against North Carolina. The winner of the 2022 Women's March Madness is South Carolina. South Carolina won with a score of 64-49 against Connecticut. That is it for sports. See you next time. Thank you, Caleb. Now the March Madness is over. Maybe can have awesome April.
Hey, Abby, what is the next school challenge that can help us have an awesome April?
Hello and welcome to School Challenge. My name is Abby and I don't know about you, but I just love memes. When I can't express what I'm feeling, I'm able to find a meme to express what I'm feeling perfectly. So for April, let's find some amazing school-appropriate memes. Want some ideas? Here's a few examples. All right, New Code Academy Middle School, here's your chance. So send your best memes to rcannon@isd271.org. The best ones will make it on the air. And don't worry, he won't add your name on the meme on air unless you ask him to. So share away. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!
That sounds really fun, Abby. Hey, New Code. Next, your best memes to rcannon@isd271.org.
The best ones will be featured on future episodes of NewsBYTES. Let's flood this mailbox with memes.
And finally, to end our show with Dad Jokes with Dawn. Hey, Dawn, why can't you send a duck to space? Because the bill would be astronomical. Take it away, Dawn.
Welcome to Dad Jokes with Dawn. Hey, Maddie, I wouldn't want to get stuck with that bill. Let's continue on with some more duck jokes.
Why did the duck cross the road? To get a quacker. What time do the ducks wake up? At the quack of dawn.
Those jokes really quacked me up. I'm a little chicken to see what's next.
Where is the chicken's favorite place to go on vacation? The Hen YCA. Hen YCA. Knock, knock. Who's there? Chicken. Chicken who? Wrong, silly. Owls who? Chickens cluck. Where's the favorite chicken's hot chocolate? Hot chocolate. Get it? Hot chocolate.
I think I'll stick with coffee. That's all for Dad Jokes with Dawn. Have a great week, everybody.
Well, Maya, that brings us to the end of another show.
Have a great week, Terabytes. Don't forget to send in your best memes to Mr. Cannon. And remember, NewsBytes is all about you.
Take a
Take
bite
a bite
out
of
of learning.
learning.
Bye.
Bye.